Here's my baby walking down the street, telling everybody but the chief of police, you gotta go. Yeah, gotta go. Everybody all around are gonna go to the medicine show. Well, they put on a good show to entertain you. For Doc on the platform pitching his brew, gotta go. Yeah, gotta go. Everybody all around are gonna go to the medicine show. Yes, everybody all around are gonna go to the medicine show. Yeah, going to the medicine show.
Welcome, Dr. Tommy Scott. You have brought to town, as I gather, you bring all over the United States and Canada, your traveling medicine show.
The last traveling medicine show in the United States or Canada. My show was started, I might say, way back in 1890 by old Doc M.F. Chamberlain. In 1936, I joined the show, and since 1936, since I took the show over, I have played 7 days a week, 350 different towns a year for almost 50 years.
My goodness, and haven't you seen changes in the world as well?
Oh, that is for sure. Incidentally, Margaret, the Smithsonian Institute down in Washington took a survey of tab shows and old-time medicine shows and so on, and they went back 7 years. And they're the ones that told us that we've been in more different towns than any show on earth. And we have them all listed in this book.
You have them all listed in catalogs.
Yeah, you know, somebody might come along and say, well, how do we know that you was in such and such town? So you can look in here, you see, maybe in
Wichita Falls, Texas.
Wichita Falls, Texas, and so on. Oh, I got to tell you something. I done a little detective work before the show. And I'm not going to tell nobody, but I know what your birthday is. And let's see, I got a little card right here. I'm going to see where the Tommy Scott Medicine Show played.
Was the day I was born.
The day you was born. Look at that.
Marlin, Texas.
Marlin, Texas,
yes.
At the high school auditorium. That's the day you was born. You see, I've been around quite a while.
A long time. What exactly is a medicine show, Dr. Tommy?
That's a good question. The medicine show, you see, back in the 1800s, the medicine shows would come into the small towns. It was the only entertainment that they had. There was no little theater around the corner to go see like you know, now that we can go to the big movie houses and so on, and no television to look at. And about once a year, a medicine show would come to the little small towns, and they would put on the entertainment like sharpshooters and banjo pickers and guitar players and so on, and magicians and anything to attract
I thought
attention.
They were selling snake oil and things like that.
Now that's the way they paid the bills. You see, they did a free show. The show was free, and then they would sell. Now this, for instance, this bottle of medicine is called Herb-O-Lac. Now that's that's a tonic laxative is what it was. This thing, that actual bottle there was made in 1908.
My goodness.
There's only 13 bottles of this left in the world. One of them's at the Smithsonian Institute and the Country Music Hall of Fame and the Medicine Show Hall of Fame. Now the snake oil was first started by old Doc Chamberlain back in 1890. And at that time it was just plain turpentine and camphor, see? And then they would brew corn alcohol, pure grain corn alcohol, and that was to make it penetrate, you see. And that was the mixture, but it would work. Mental attitude had a lot to do with it. 50% of it was mental, you see.
Yes, indeed.
But for old aches and pains and so on, and you know, old Doc Chamberlain got this formula from the Indian. And it even dates back to England, way back in 400 years ago in England, they were peddling herbs. Now, back then, they didn't put on what we now call a medicine show, but they would do a little entertainment, a little magic or something,
Just to draw the crowd.
Right, around the marketplace or whatever, and then they would sell the herbs. And it really dates back. There is medical history that goes back that says that this different herbs and so on was first put together 2,790 years B.C. in China. It all started in China. Then the settlers came here to the United States and Canada, and they found that the Indians were doing it here, you see. Now then the show people got involved like me, you see, and that's why we dress this way. The doc's got to have a little entertainment, got to create attention, you see, to get the crowd, and then they pitched the snake oil. This is actually what we call its S-oil liniment. It's been updated, really. And the only place in the world that you can buy a bottle of snake oil is on Tommy Scott's Last Real Medicine Show.
And is it still effective? Do you swear by it?
Oh, yes. Now, we sell every bottle on a money-back guarantee, but I must admit to you now, we're really selling entertainment now.
Entertainment.
Right.
Tell me about the show itself. You're dancing and singing and telling jokes.
Right. Now, it's a little different. You take a country music show, well, they just sing and play, you know, and that's about it. Or a rock show, while they do the rock things and the record thing. Or if it's a movie star, they do their type bit and so on. But the medicine show, that's one of the things that's different. The medicine show has a little bit of everything. We have Annie Oakley sharpshooting like they did years ago, and we have a unicycle act and a juggler, and then medicine show-oriented songs. And the whole country music thing started around the medicine show. The first paid entertainers were the old docs, you know, would find that would create attention, and they'd hire them. My first job was on the medicine show. Never had another job in my life.
That's your whole life as being the
entire
medicine
life.
show.
I've never done anything
But
in my
didn't you
life.
make a movie in Hollywood?
One. I did one movie. It was a Western, and of course it had the medicine pitchman in it too. But my thing was going from town to town across the United States and Canada for almost 50 years.
Dr. Scott, I think
right.
you brought in a tape, so let's look at it, and we can hear some of one of your shows and how you sing and entertain.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Man, a fishing and birds at the old time medicine show. Medicine man, a fishing and birds at the old time medicine show. How about a $4, a $2 half, a monkey on the changes to make you laugh. Medicine man, a fishing and birds at the old time medicine show. Hey, hey, now, medicine man, a fishing and birds at the old time medicine show. The bottle?
Yes, we see the bottle.
It's full of the stuff.
Yeah, it's full of the stuff.
Now you can trust the bottle.
Yeah, we trust the bottle.
And tell them you got it at the medicine show. Shake well, key bottle of cure-all. And Mother Nature's herb, fruits, berries, and wine. Shake well, key bottle of cure-all. Guaranteed to make you feel fine. Guaranteed to make you feel fine. Now if you've got to itch so bad, takes two to help you scratch. And if you can't, it's under, cause your ears are full of wax. If your sugar booker's dad keep calling you a dirty heel, don't let your nerves get shook up or let out with a squeal. Just take a dose or two of cure-all and your trouble gotta go. And tell them you got it at the medicine show. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Mother Nature's herb, fruits, berries, and wine. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Guaranteed to make you feel fine. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Mother Nature's herb, fruits, berries, and wine. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Guaranteed to make you feel fine. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Mother Nature's herb, fruits, berries, and wine. Take well, key bottle of the cure-all. Guaranteed to make you feel fine.